And Judge, certainly that will be interesting to see if that is what happens. We'll continue the conversation with you. Judge Luttig, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Brianna.
I want to bring in retired California Superior Court Judge Ladoris Hazard Cordell and former federal prosecutor and CNN legal analyst Jennifer Rogers. To both of you, Judge, you first, what do you think about that? Do you think that ultimately this going to the appeals court as was planned will mean that there is not a delay in ultimately this trial for election subversion at the federal level?
Well, Brianna, I have to respectfully disagree with Judge Luttig. I am flabbergasted that the court did not find this case to be of such exceptional importance to allow an expedited review, especially since 2019, the Supreme Court has agreed to expedite hearings 19 times. So what this will mean is that there's oral argument January 9th, 2024, before a 3-judge, all-female panel on the D.C. Circuit. Whoever loses has a right to request a rehearing before the full court, all 11 justices on the D.C. Circuit. Well, that's going to take time. They have to set a briefing schedule and determine when those oral arguments will happen. And this whole time that this happens, the proceedings before Judge Chutkan are stayed, meaning nothing can happen. No questionnaire sent out to jurors, absolutely nothing. So when this whole process gets done, the 3-judge panel, then the full court en banc, the French meaning on the bench, 11 judges, and all the briefing schedule, of course the hearing is going to get delayed. There is no question. And finally, there is no guarantee that there will be an en banc hearing, even all the justices, because the federal rules say that an en banc hearing is not favored and will only be ordered if, and this is the language from the statute, if the case fits the exceptional importance criteria. This is exceptionally important, and I believe there will be the full hearing. So there's going to be a lot of delay here. The things will move, and I will just say, finally, good news. It's likely that the full court of the D.C. Circuit will rule against Donald Trump and find that he's not immune from prosecution. I think then the U.S. Supreme Court would then decline to wade into this, refuse to hear the appeal, in which case the decision of the D.C. Circuit stands. Jack Smith and anybody else who has a criminal case against Trump can have at it.
Yeah, you and Judge Luttig may agree on that point there, Judge. Jen, what do you think, especially considering the court, to Judge Cordell's point here, the judge did agree to grant cert on an expedited schedule for a number of issues, from President Biden's student loan forgiveness program to one of these key affirmative action cases, which we certainly know how those issues went here. What did you think about this outcome and how much this could delay things?
Yeah, I thought it was likely that they would take the appeal now, so I was a little surprised that they didn't. I think they didn't because the argument is so soon, 2.5 weeks away. I kind of come down somewhere in the middle, I have to say, of the two distinguished judges here. So I'm the only one without judicial experience, so take it for what it's worth. But I think that that when it's heard by the DC Circuit, they will hear it very quickly. I think that they can quickly do the en banc process if Trump seeks that, which I think he will. And then I think the Supreme Court will take it up. So I do anticipate certainly a delay, and I don't think we'll start trial on March 4th. On the other hand, I'm hoping that if each court moves quickly, as they certainly can, that it won't be delayed beyond a couple of months or so.
Yeah, and Judge, just to your point earlier, we talk about this delay being a victory for Donald Trump, but, and correct me if I'm hearing you wrongly, but it sounds like you're saying even though this refusal is out there, it doesn't actually speak to the actual strength of the substance of Trump's claims, in your opinion.
You're exactly right, Brianna. This was not a decision based on the merits. Remember, these are procedures that are happening now. So the court made a decision not to take it up at this point, and they may never take it up. That is a possible scenario, in which case it all gets decided in the D.C. Circuit.
Judge, Jen, thank you so much to both of you for being with us this evening, and happy holidays.
Same to
Thanks,
you.
Brianna, you too.
We're 24 days only, can you believe that, from the first contest in the 2024 primary race. So what will this all mean come election time? We'll have the political implications ahead. Plus, Christmas is coming. is there already proof of it as you look here to the skies? We'll have this story coming up.